Hello and welcome back to another video. So as promised in my previous video to this, I'm down on the Dawlish Warren Spit, although currently I'm on the nature reserve at the moment, and it's the first time I've ever seen ponies down here. I know that they do come down here to graze. They're Shetland ponies, and they just come down to graze on the land to help out with the natural wildlife here. It's typical. There's loads of trains going past, planes circling around. The walking that you would have seen, I haven't added any music to it. I just wanted the natural environment, the sound of the natural environment, not planes. There's two of them now. Typical. Anyway, I'm attempting to get out to the end of the Dawlish Warren Spit, which the total length of the spit is 1.5 miles, and there's a sand spit, and it shelters the mouth of the Exe Estuary. I do want to come down another time and do a proper video down here, and sorry, that place has really put me off, and I'm running out of time to stop and wait. But yeah, so it's low tide at the moment, so I'm going to head out to the end. It's almost touching distance to Exmouth. I've brought the GoPro along with me because I want to try out a few little things. I'm still using my mobile phone for filming because I've got the external mic on there, but with the GoPro you need to buy an adapter to it, and I haven't got one just yet, and the sound quality on the GoPros aren't too brilliant. So I've come down to the beach. I'm off the nature reserve now. Just down the coastline there you have Dawlish Warren. It's very quiet today, although there's a few more people than I thought there would be. And you have matey coming back down his little motor. I've actually just asked them a question because you're not allowed fires or barbecues down here, which kind of makes sense, it's a nature reserve. And I wasn't sure if you could use a gas stove for, like you would do with camping, because up in Dartmoor you're not allowed fires or barbecues, yet you're allowed to use a camping stove. So I've just asked him, and he says actually in the bylaws it does state no camping stoves too, even though it doesn't say that on the signs. It just says no barbecues or fires. So if you do come down here, just bear that in mind, because my previous video I was going to do sausage, bacon and egg sandwich, but I just didn't feel like it. So I just cooked it when I got back home instead, because I just didn't want to risk coming out here and then getting told off. So this is even in the summer when it's really busy, this is the quieter end of Dawlish Warren. Obviously the closer you are to the arcade and toilets, all the amenities, it's going to be busier. That actually looks like quite a nice little photo opportunity there. I'll probably do that on the way back actually. I'm going to use my GoPro and try out a few things like I just mentioned. There's Exmouth. Let's crack on. Okay, I'm coming up to the thinner part of the spit, and I believe these massive bags of whatever's in there, I don't know, sand, rocks, it's there to try and protect the sand dunes, because all of this along here is eroding away, as you can see just up there. I think they've redone this since I was last down here actually. So these are geotubes. Be interested to know what is in these, if anybody knows. I would imagine it'd be sand and rock, but hey, I'm not the brightest spark, so I'm probably completely wrong. We're not too far on now, not too far from the end of the spit. Couple of lads down there, metal detecting, so if you heard all the beeping, that's what that was. It's actually not as windy as I thought it was going to be. The wind must be coming in from that direction. I bet it'll be windy as soon as I get around the corner. That's where I've just come from, Dawlish Warren direction, and I'm nearly, well, practically at the end of the spit. There's Exmouth. Exmouth is now a lot closer than Dawlish Warren is. I mean, if the water wasn't there, it'd take 2 seconds to walk across. But you really wouldn't want to swim in there. The current is so fast. Even the most experienced swimmer, you ain't going to get through there. I'll show you the current in a minute. I just love it here. Been to Exmouth many a times, just on the other side of the estuary. Yeah, actually, I wouldn't want to, but you could walk out onto that sand bank out there. There's some chap over there now. I think if the tide was going out, you'd be fine to just quickly pop across there. But the tide's coming in, so there's no way I would risk that. Stuart Line cruises, been on that one. Goes from Star Cross into Exmouth Harbour, which is just in the centre of your screen there. He's got a little bit wet. And that woodland directly in the centre of your screen, that's where I've done my time lapse in my previous video. So take you down to the water. There we are, Exmouth, 0.1 miles from here. And if I'm being honest, the current doesn't look that strong at all today, actually, after me saying that. I still wouldn't want to risk it, but I've seen this river, this estuary, absolutely gushing out to the sea. If I can find an old video, I'll show you. It's not recommended that you swim down this end either, for obvious reasons. That's looking up the Exe Estuary towards Exeter. So the source of this river, the River Exe, starts at Exe Head, up on Exmouth. And there's one of the planes that have been doing me head in today. So I'll bring you around to the other side of here, and I'll probably end filming on this one because I've got a couple of tags to do.